9 kilo will be good for 1 acre.
Okay.
But because of
how many bags should you expect from an acre? Choosing the right seed to start farming is very crucial, and that's the topic we are talking about today. We are here with the CEO of Osborg Agric Enterprise, an agri consultant, a farmer, and a businessman. If you have been following us on this channel, I believe you might know him. We have been talking about maize farming and plus other things concerning farming on this channel. Today, we are going to talk about the hybrid. In our previous video, we talked about the OPV. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go and watch that after watching this video. We've been hearing about hybrid, coconut hybrids, and palm hybrid and other hybrids. Please, we want to know what an hybrid seed is.
Okay, before we talk about hybrid, in our first video we talk about open pollinated variety.
Yes.
Yeah, as you said in your introduction, without seed there is no farming.
Okay.
Because every aspect of farming, all the inputs depends on the type of seed that you choose.
Okay.
When it comes to cereals, when it comes to vegetables, even in animal production, if you not get correct breed, all the cost, either piggery or poultry, or the cost of feed and everything depend on the seed that you choose.
Okay.
So in maize farming too, decision of seed, choosing the seed is very important.
Okay.
Yes, as I said already, we normally know the OPV, the one we used to plant in the olden days, like Obatampa or Mankwa, as we spoke about the last video. In my first video, I explained that the OPV is a seed where pollination is through natural agents like either wind or birds or any natural agent that we can talk about.
Okay.
But on the hybrid, the seed is developed through cross-pollination, controlled cross-pollination.
Oh, okay.
Meaning that the pollination is being controlled. Like I have this seed. I want the seed to behave like this.
Like this.
So
okay.
the pollination is controlled.
Okay.
That is why that one is a hybrid.
Okay, so before you continue, since it's controlled, can an individual like me as a farmer also do the same thing, control it in my farm and then get an hybrid seed?
The development of a hybrid is a research.
Okay.
And you see in Ghana, apart from MOFA, Minister of Food and Agriculture, they have a department that they do about the seeds, PPRS. So it's not like ordinary person or any farmer at all. You can develop your hybrid because it comes a lot of research.
Okay.
Developing one hybrid can take you for almost 5 years.
Really?
So the research work and the cost involved is very, very high.
So when we come to maize farming, the hybrid, are there varieties or we have only one type of hybrid?
Hybrid, we have a lot of varieties of hybrids. We have Pioneer.
Okay.
We have Pan 12. We have LG336. This one is LG336.
Okay.
It's one of the hybrid type. And this one is Lake.
Lake.
Lake. The packaging is not like this. Lake is packaged in either 5 kilo or 10 kilos.
Oh, okay.
But because of the cost, that is why we have done this red package, so that a farmer who cannot afford 50 kilo or 5 kilo or 10 kilo can also buy this 1 kilo for his home garden or for his own purpose. So Lake is in kilos, 5 kilos, 10 kilos. That's how the hybrid is almost.
So this
bad.
one is 1 kilo.
This one is 1 kilo, LG336.
So how much is this, the Lake?
The Lake, 1 kilo is about 30 cedis. But when you talk of price, it's somehow dicey, because when the season starts and we are lucky we get government subsidy, maybe the cost can reduce by maybe 10 cedis or something of that nature. So the hybrid, a lot of types. As I mentioned, we have Seedco. It's a company.
Okay.
And it's normally imported. You see, Pioneer, I think Pioneer Pan 12 is from South Africa, and Seedco from Malawi. That's the countries that we import that hybrid from.
Okay. You made mention of the Ministry of Agriculture.
This channel.
Do they produce some here in Ghana?
In fact, about a year or 2 years ago, the Ghana too, we have started research for hybrid. But they call it Opebro. Yes, Opebro. Yes, they started at the Volta region home, and we are now developing on it. As I said, hybrid, before you come out with a strong hybrid, it can take you almost 5 years.
Oh, okay.
So it's a research work. But gradually, Ghana, we are also trying to come out with a hybrid.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm happy for that. Okay, so you have, for how long have you used the hybrid?
Hybrid for almost 5 years now.
For almost 5 years now.
And I don't use hybrid alone. I use hybrid and also I use the OPV.
The OPV, okay.
Yeah, because of my research work and the work of I have to do the comparison so that when I'm talking about both, I know what to say.
Okay, so after making your comparison,
yeah,
what are some of the advantages advantages or advantages or positive things that came with the hybrid? Since you have already talked about the OPV.
One strong advantage is that hybrid it produces large fruits, unlike the OPV, and also the yield is higher than the OPV.
Okay.
We can also talk about uniformity. When you pick hybrid, as I show you the lake or this one, you can realize that the seed are uniform.
Okay.
The seed are uniform. Yes, you see, they are uniform. Yes, unlike the OPV that you see that someone small, someone big, someone. This one is uniform, and the seed too is big. So in commercial purpose, in commercial maize production, hybrid will be very good.
Oh, okay.
And it's also drought resistance. When I say drought resistance, I mean in case in an unusual situation,
okay,
when the maize tassel and it's not raining, you depend on the rainfall and it's not raining, you can manage it a way out so that you can get some yield.
Okay.
Unlike the OPV, if you are not lucky, you not get anything at all.
Wow.
So it's a drought resistance. And also it improves color. You see, hybrid, as I say, if yellow is yellow, if white is white.
Okay, so now the other time we also talk about the natural flavor. Does it also have the hybrid also have natural flavor?
Oh yeah. It's also a natural flavor, but the flavor for the local one, it's quality than the hybrid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in terms of flavor, yes.
Okay, so what are some of the disadvantages of the hybrid too?
Hybrid, it has about 2 or 3 strong disadvantages.
Okay.
If I say strong, although it's not the disadvantages are not many, but it's very strong.
Okay.
One, you cannot replant. If you plant OPV, you can select the big one and plant the next season.
Okay.
But hybrid, you cannot do that.
Okay, so I can't I can't select the big ones out of it and then plant.
Every year you have to buy different one.
It will not germinate.
It will germinate, but it will not give you yield as expected.
Okay.
Because I mentioned that it is developed through controlled pollination. So the company has come up with a lot of research, a lot of course. They don't want anybody to take advantage of the work that they've done.
Okay.
Yes. So if you buy it and next year you select and you are not going to buy again. It's a business that the company is doing.
Okay.
And it takes time, research, and money. So it's not easy to take advantage of it, unlike the OPV one.
Okay.
Also, when the seed is exposed to heat, yes, germination will reduce. That is, it is imported seed. And all the companies who import this hybrid, their warehouse is maybe cool place, like even air-conditioned warehouse.
Okay.
Even personally, my hybrid, I keep it in an air-conditioned room or in a freezer. Because for the hybrid seed...
Freezer or fridge?
Oh, a fridge, sorry, not freezer. In the fridge. Because for hybrid, as soon as it's exposed to heat, the germination comes down.
Oh, okay.
So if you buy a hybrid seed and you put it anywhere at all, next year when you plant it will not germinate.
Really? So that means you don't have to even keep it for a long time.
You have to keep it in a cool room. You can keep it in a cool place for a long time.
Oh, okay.
But when it's exposed to heat, the germination will come down.
Do we also have a yellow hybrid and white hybrid like we have with the OPV?
Yes, all hybrids. Pioneer, you can get white, yellow means you can get white and you can get yellow.
Okay.
Lake, you can get white, you can get yellow. Sitco, all the hybrids.
Okay.
Because yellow corn, because of, as I said already, because of the nutritional value, no, it's good. People like yellow corn than the white corn. The poultry farmers and the industries, they always depend on the yellow corn more than the white corn. So all the hybrid too comes with the yellow corn and the white corn. Then you choose white or you like the yellow corn. That's how it is. Yeah.
Okay. So with the hybrid, how many kilos do you need for an acre?
Hybrid, as I said, 9 kilos will be good for 1 acre.
Okay.
But because of labor, even hybrid, you need one seed per 1 hole. But one thing about Ghana is that we don't have planters. We don't have that machine that we use much. We always hire labor. And you hire someone to go and sow your maize for you. You are not there. The person can put about 3 or 4 in a hole. So it is advisable to buy at least 10 kilos.
Okay.
Will be good for 1 acre, no matter how they plant it.
So
10 kilo will be good for 1 acre.
So since the minimum amount of 1 kilo is around 30 cedis, that means the 10 kilo will be around 300 Ghana cedis.
300 cedis.
For an acre.
An acre.
Oh, okay. Now, there's a question I want you to address for me. We have Constant Boydo. He said he wants to know, with a hybrid seed, How many bags will I get per acre if I use NPK, urea, ammonia, or foliar fertilizer like Super Grow or Adrianipa? How many bags should you expect from an acre?
This is a very good question because in a hybrid like Pioneer or LG336, if all things being equal, as my sister have said, you can get 15 to 20 bags.
Okay, but what's the size of a bag? How many kilo?
I'm talking about the 150 kilo bags.
Okay.
Yeah, that we use in the village. That has 5. But normally, for the poultry farmers, we bag 50 kilo, 50 kilo. But if it's 50 kilo, it will be more than that. But I'm talking about this 150 kilo.
Okay,
you
150.
get you get normally 15 to 20 bags per acre.
Okay.
If you are cultural practice, yes, if you are cultural practice, everything perfect. You get.
Oh, okay.
As I said, that it has strong disadvantage. The long-term disadvantage will be that it will be a term in the world or in the Ghana that if you are not careful to develop our own hybrid, it will be a term that all the local seed, all the local breed will be phased out in the system. Then the companies who develop the hybrid will decide to go according to the cost that they want. So if they say 1 kilo of hybrid is $1 or $2, you don't have any say. Because
Monopoly.
but then monopoly, you don't have any seed that you can do. That is the long-term disadvantage that I have seen.
Oh, okay.
So hybrid is good. You have to also try to develop our hybrid. So in case unusual situation, the hybrid imported one, because of dollar rate and exchange rate become expensive, we can depend on our own hybrid. Because per the population increase, we cannot depend on the OCs. Others maize, yam, or anything that we use to plant in Ghana. We cannot depend on that OC. We need to go get a hybrid seed that can give us a yield so that it can meet the population.
So since you said Mofa has developed some or in the process of developing some, right? Have you tried it before?
Yes, I tried it last year also.
Okay, what are some of the challenges that came with it?
The challenge is that the seed is somehow small, unlike the imported one. But for the yield and this thing, is good.
Okay.
So once they are on their way doing their development and research, it will be a time that it will match with the imported one. That is our prayer.
So now we've talked about the local seed. We have also talked about the hybrid.
Yes, madam.
As a new farmer, a starter, I want to go into farming. Which one will you recommend that I choose to start with?
Since farming is a business and you are not going to farming as a game, I advise you choose the hybrid, although it's very expensive. But because of the yield, you see, all is about business.
Okay.
When you go through when you pick the OPV, you apply NPK, you use selective. All the costs involved depend on the seed, and the yield that will come out will not up to the hybrid.
Okay.
So if you choose the hybrid, although the seed is very expensive, that is one disadvantage. It's expensive than the local one, but the yield too is higher than the local one.
Okay, they're expecting to get high yield from the hybrid. Do you still need to apply fertilizers?
All the cultural practices must follow.
Okay, whether it's hybrid or local, you still need
Whether hybrid or local, all the cultural practices.
Okay, thank you so much for this information. We really appreciate that. So, like I said, it's an agri consultant. We'll be leaving his contact on the screen and the description section. If you want to talk to him, anything about farming, you can get in touch with him. If there's any other thing that you want us to address or talk about in the next video, let me know that in the comment section so that your question will be answered. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.